Hey everyone, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. So apologies I didn't do a vlog last week. I didn't give you my weigh-in update, but I had an appointment straight after group last week, so I had to just crack on with that. And then, I know I say it all the time, all the bloody time, but yeah, life just took over. I had a super busy week last week, kept meaning to sit down to film the vlog to update you all. And then it got to like Thursday last week and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do a double vlog and do two weigh-ins in one instead. So that's what today is. It's going to be my weigh-in update. So for those that are new here, my name's Andrea. I'm currently on the Slimming World plan. I am desperately trying to lose weight. I've been on this journey for far too long to even think about, but I've dabbled in calorie counting. It's not my, well, it is my cup of tea. I'm not going to say it's not my cup of tea. It is my cup of tea. I do enjoy calorie counting. I love the freedom it gives. I love everything about it, and I understand about calories in versus calories out, etc. All that lot. I do, but being a very busy mum of five if you include my husband, yeah, it's not practical with family life at the moment while I'm trying to lose weight. It is definitely something that might be practical when it comes to maintaining, because I do think that I could be a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more easier. But while I am desperately trying to lose weight and lose this chub, yeah, I've had to go to alternative route, shall we say, and Slimming World is the one that I've gone to because I know it like the back of my hand. I'm really comfortable with it, and I go to a group that I absolutely love. So I really do feel like I've got that support that I need in order to get me to target. And again, if you've been here for a while, you'll know I've said that, you know, I'm going to do it this time a million times, but we're human at the end of the day, aren't we? We always say these little things all the time and just hope for the best, and that's all that you can do, can't you? If you don't say it and you don't try, then what is the actual point? There isn't one. So yes, I am back at it again, and this is week weigh-in, well, it's weigh-in number 2. Okay, so I started, I'll just get my book out so that I'm actually getting dates correct rather than mumbling. So I started back on the 18th of September. I weighed in at 16 stone 13. And then since then I've actually had 2 more weigh-ins. So I weigh in every Monday and I go to the 10 a.m. group. I just find it easier. If I look again weird, I'm parked in the same spot. If you caught my last weigh-in update, I'm parked in the same spot that I parked in last time. And it's normally completely deserted here. And for some reason, when I come and I pull up and I start talking, every man and his dog, like literally, a man and his dog is stood right in front of the car right now and he's picking up the dog's poop. So I'm hoping he disappears in a minute, or that he can't hear me saying that. But anyway, so yeah, I started a few weeks ago now, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of a brief on how these last 2 weeks have gone. I promise not to talk as much as I usually do, because I really do proper waffle on. So again, I apologise for that. But I'm going with Slimming World with a complete different approach this time to what I have done in the past. And previously, and some of you guys might be able to relate to this, in the past, I've always tried to bend the whole of the family towards my way of eating. And I'm one out of 6 of us. And to try and do that, I've ended up finding that I'm having to make a lot of different meals. Some people want this, some people want that. My husband is a complete vegetable phobe. He loves fruit, but vegetables, salad, anything like that it's not his bag at all. So yeah, I have always found it incredibly difficult to try and fit Slimming World in with the family when I've tried to bend them lot to me. So with doing calorie counting in the past, it's opened my eyes up to so many different things. And if you're the first time you're ever doing a slimming journey, first time ever, and whatever plan you're following, I would definitely highly recommend just looking into calories, weighing a few things out, looking at the back of packets, and just trying to like educate yourself a little bit, so that when it does come towards doing plans such as Slimming World, keto, Weight Watchers, whatever other plans there is, you've got a bit of that knowledge in the background, so that you know that what you're eating is going to be beneficial for you or not. Just because, like I was saying, I've always tried to bend the family to my way of eating, whereas this time my new approach is that I'm going to bend myself to the family instead. I'm going to go with a majority. So I'm not really changing my shopping bill as much. You know, I'm not having to buy in new foods. I refuse to eat stuff I don't enjoy just because it's on plan. You know, like swapping everything with quark, and I don't know if I've said that word right, so maybe not. Yeah, I'm not swapping everything with like quark, and I'm not making meals like, you know, like cakes, for example. I'm not making them sin-free or really low in sins that I don't really enjoy, but I'm going to eat it because it's on plan. I'm going to continue eating the way that I eat, but within plan, if that makes sense. So, for example, this week just gone, we had some chicken burgers. We had chicken burgers and chips and salad. And normally in the past I would have had 2 of them, but I didn't. I just had 1. And the particular chicken burger that I had, it was a vegan one, and it was something like Happy Go Clucky. I think that was what it was called, something like that. I might have got that name completely wrong. I'll put a picture of the packaging on here so you know which one I got. Anyway, absolutely delicious vegetarian burger. Really, really nice. And don't get me wrong, I love chicken, but I do love vegetarian alternatives. I just don't eat red meat. Chicken and fish, eat it until the cows come home, but funny analogy, but red meat, not for me at all. So yeah, so I had one of these, and there were a colossal 8 sins, which I know you could think like, oh my goodness, that is just far too much to be spending on an item of food. But this is where I'm trying to change things. This is where I'm trying to fit myself in with the family. So everybody else is having chicken burgers. I wanted to have it too. I'm not going to do myself like a sin-free stir fry, which I could do, and then I could keep my sins, but I'm trying to eat them every single day, and I'm trying to eat them within my meals. And then just looking on the back of the packet, there wasn't that ridiculous in calories. So having everything else that I had with it, I knew that I was being balanced. And when it came to my chips, I was having sin-free chips. I do them in my ActiFry. So I didn't feel like I was missing out on that. And then I just had a really big salad with it. So yeah, I'm making small changes, but still sticking within the Slimming World plan, and then just still being very mindful of what I'm eating as well. So yeah, that is the major change that I've made this time round, which I've never done before in the past. And as the saying goes, God loves a trier, and I can only hope that, you know, that this is maybe the key to my success, that this is the thing that has prevented me all these years from ever getting to target, is the fact that I tried to just change too much, and it ended up becoming too much. It became too restricted. I felt deprived. I got bored because you end up eating the same stuff all the time. So I'm really hoping this is definitely the key. But obviously time will tell. I can only try. So yeah, I've had a really good last 2 weeks on plan. When it's become, I've eaten all my meals. I'm not a big breakfast eater. So when I do start filming, you know, like the what I eat in a days and things like that, you won't really often see breakfast. It'll be quite rare that you do see breakfast. I do tend to always have lunch and dinner and a snack in between at the moment. I am finding that I am quite hungry at the moment, so I do snack quite a bit in between. But again, I'm trying to make sure that my snacking is free or speed food. Rather than snacking on sins, which again is something that I used to do in the past. I used to snack on sins. I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to snack on just free or speed food instead. So again, that's another change around. I'm trying to make sure that I hit 10,000 steps a day. I'm trying to drink 2 litres of water. I'm trying to sleep at a decent time at night. Luckily, both my little bambinos, Alana, she's 3 now. Kobe, my youngest, he turns 2 in November. Them 2 sleep through, no problem. Unless they're ill, they don't get me up anymore. And, you know, they don't wake up until, on average, about 8 o'clock in the morning. So I've got that flexibility to go to bed nice and early, because they're usually in bed between 7 and 7:30. So I have got that flexibility to keep on top of my sleeping, and I think that just naturally has a knock-on effect with your weight loss, because if you feel refreshed, you're not going to crave sugary snacks or sweets, or just always reaching for a quick fix of energy. So that's definitely helping. And again, this time I am definitely weighing and measuring my healthy extras. That's something that I am not lapsing on. And if I'm eating it, I'm scanning it, and I'm using my app. I'm logging absolutely everything down, and I could just log all the cine stuff down, but I'm not. I'm logging everything that I have down, all the speed foods, free foods, everything. I'm scanning everything. So I am really making sure that I'm keeping track. Now, I know that I sound like I'm doing everything that I should do, but bearing in mind we are only on like weigh-in number 2, kind of like I'm on to like week 3, but I've had 2 like proper weigh-ins where I've done the plan for 2 whole weeks. Yeah, done the plan for 2 whole weeks. It confuses me because you've got that first weigh-in, haven't you, and then your first official week, and then your second week, and that's what I'm on. I'm on my second official week of doing the plan. So yeah, it is early days, and again, time will only tell. So yeah, overall, I've had a really good last 2 weeks, and I've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed eating normally. I've enjoyed sticking with the plan. I've enjoyed having that focus. I've enjoyed the goal. I've enjoyed going back to group. I've just enjoyed having a new mindset, like a complete new mindset, and a new excitement and a new spur. And I know that Slimming World, whatever plan you do, it's only 10% of what you can achieve. Because if the other 90% of it isn't all the enthusiasms and the drives and the goals and the changing of, past habits, etc., it's never going to work. So if this time round Slimming World doesn't work, I cannot blame it, because like I say, in the grand scheme of my weight loss journey, it's only about 10%. The plan is only about 10%. The rest of the 90 is down to me. It's what I buy, it's what I cook, it's what I eat, it's how I live, it's how I think. That is the main thing. So yeah, I've had a really good 2 weeks. Not felt deprived, eaten loads, snacked on more apples than, I don't know what it is. I've just got a love for apples at the moment. I'm absolutely loving apples again. Putting them in the fridge, chopping them up, and yeah, that's my go-to snack in between meals at the moment. But yeah, overall, I am really enjoying it. So last Monday, I'm trying to stick with the same Slimming World group as well. I used to always go to the same consultant, but I'd bob around between the 10 a.m. group and the 5 p.m. group, and that would just mess with my weight losses completely. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm not working. I only work set shifts at the moment, and that doesn't include a Monday. So I'm trying to make sure that I don't pick up any bank shifts on a Monday at the moment, so that I can continue, again, just another commitment to my weight loss journey, so that I can always attend that 10 a.m. group. So on Monday the 18th of September, I weighed in at 16 stone 13. My BMI was a colossal 39.5, so very close to that 40, which I'm 5'5", so I'm not the smallest, but I'm definitely not the tallest. My first week, I went to group. I actually started Star Week, so for those that don't know what Star Week is, it's when you start your period. So I literally started it that morning. So I thought, awesome, this is just what I want for my first week. I don't want to get, I don't want to put a negative spin on any hard work I've done this first week already. So I was a bit gutted that I'd started my period that morning, but hey ho, you can't stop Mother Nature, can you? When she's coming, whether you like it or not. And I did. I felt really bloated. I thought, oh great, I don't want to get a rubbish result and then to put me on the back foot already, like that negative mindset. So I really tried going to group and thinking, you know what, whatever the scale says, it's the time of the month, you know what your body's like, you know what you're like, so let's just crack on with it. Because if you don't keep cracking on with it, then you're never going to lose weight, are you? Never. But anyway, I was extremely pleasantly surprised to see that when I stepped on the scales, I lost 3.5 pounds that week. So not the biggest first week by far, definitely not the biggest that I've had in the past. However, absolutely amazing. 3.5 pounds, I was over the moon because number one, you know, Mother Nature, and number two, I was still in that dieting weight loss mindset because I'd already I've been doing calorie counting for so long, and I literally went back to Slimming World off the back of calorie counting. So my body was still in that motion of calorie restriction, a calorie deficit. So to get 3.5 pounds, I was literally over the moon. And I think I put it down to the fact that when I've been doing calorie counting, I noticed that I would be in quite a high salty diet, because with calorie counting, again, I'm not knocking it, this is just something that I found as a difference, because again, I do love calorie counting for the freedom, but with calorie counting, you can eat a lot of convenience foods. And I was doing that because, again, fitting in with a busy family, you do eat a lot of convenience. So convenience food tend to be really highly salty. Even if you just look at the packets, when I was scanning everything on NutriCheck, my salt would always either be right at my recommended daily allowance or over it, through stuff like cheese slices, which, you know, low fat cheese slices, but cheese slices, a lot of sauces, and then just certain meals that I was eating, quite highly salty. So I think I found my weight loss slower because maybe I was retaining a bit more water doing calorie counting. So I think this 3.5 pounds, obviously half of it's probably going to be fat, and then the other half I think is that water retention with coming off of doing calorie counting. Because with Slimming World, I have found, even though I can incorporate convenience into my diet using my sins, you know, hence, you know, like example, the chicken burgers that I had last week, even though I can only incorporate a very, very, very limited amount, because my sins just won't allow too much. So I am eating a lot more whole foods, you know, salads, fresh vegetables, whole grains, stuff like that, where there isn't any salt. So I think that's another health benefit with Slimming World versus calorie counting. And again, I'm not saying that calorie counting is not good, it is, but I think that is what health benefit comes with Slimming World as well, the fact that you eat so many whole foods versus convenience, because the plan just doesn't allow it. So yeah, 3.5 pounds off that week, which was brilliant, which took me to 16 stone 9.5. Fantastic. Still far too heavy than what I've ever should be, but still in the right direction. And then this morning is the 2nd of October. Cannot believe we're in October. In fact, after the kids get home from school today, the big two, we're decorating for Halloween, so I am extremely excited. I tried saying extremely and insanely then at the same time, and that's why it came out gobbledygook. But yeah, so we're going to be doing all the Halloween decorating. We absolutely love Halloween. I love this time of year. I'm okay with the sun, okay, but if it gets to, my ideal temperature is anywhere between 18 and 20 degrees. I'm okay, I'm comfortable at that. If it starts getting past that, I'm a sweaty mess. And nobody likes to be a sweaty mess. I am definitely one of those that would rather be too cold than too hot any day. So even this weather now, it's a little bit rainy, you know, the clouds are over, it's a little bit cooler. I'm all for it, I'm here for it. So I absolutely love this time of year. September onwards, yeah, love it. Halloween, well, my birthday, that's in September, and then Halloween and bonfire night, and then Christmas. Oh my god, I just love it. But anyway, see, this is why my vlogs are so long. I bloody divert all the time. So yeah, I've gone back to group again this morning, really excited. Had another great week on plan. I was working yesterday, didn't get home until later. I had quite a late dinner, was conscious. When I say a late dinner, I worked until the afternoon, but then had to nip to Aldi, pick up shopping. I had a lot of parcels to pick up from Vinted, all sorts of stuff. My littlest daughter, Alana, hadn't been too well, so I was dealing with her. So yeah, just really busy yesterday, and I didn't end up finishing my dinner until about 8 o'clock last night. And another thing that I'm trying to change is to try finishing, you know, like try to make sure that I've eaten my evening meal by 6, 6:30. Just because I'm finding that the next day, if I eat too late, I'm really, really bloated. And me and my husband got into a bad habit of not eating until like 10 o'clock at night, which just makes you feel like crap, basically, absolute crap. So we are really having, you know, the kids are being fed because they'd, you know, like we feed the kids, get them to, you know, bath, showers, all that jazz, and get them to bed. And then me and my husband would sit down in peace and quiet. But then, like I say, once you've tidied up and everything like that, it won't be until like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. And then you just go to bed feeling like crap. And then wake up feeling like crap. And then your day is crap. And everything's just crap because you feel like crap. Sorry, that was a lot of craps. So yeah, so I was conscious that if I'm eating so late when I've been used to eating earlier, that I might be a little bit heavier today, because again, I'm just trying to stick with a routine. So gone to a group this morning, not having any idea. I do feel a little bit lighter. Obviously Mother Nature isn't around anymore. She's done and dusted. She's been gone a few days now. Sticking to plan. I've eaten up to my sins every single day this week, but I've stayed within my sins, so that's happy days. So there isn't any reason why I shouldn't have seen a loss on the scales, because I have followed the plan to the letter. So was I expecting a loss? And I was very, very happy that I did get a loss. Wasn't expecting this number, but I am, again, I will take it and I will run with it. And it was £4. So extremely over the moon, because I didn't expect to do as well second week on plan as you do on first week, because you don't usually. But again, I think everything that I've explained about last week just reiterates why I've lost a little bit more this week, because of coming off the back of like salty foods and everything like that, maybe a little bit of water retention, even though I will have lost water last week. And Mother Nature clearly plays a massive part in my weight loss journey. So yeah, 4 off this week, which brings me to a total of £7.5. I am now 16 stone 5.5. So yes, if you've guessed it, that meant I got this bad boy, which is my half a stone award. And I've got my little shiny as well. I've not stuck it to my book yet because I'm not sure if I want to start sticking it to this or not. So I've got that, and then completely just ignoring what else is going on. I'm in my own little world. She's talking about Slimmer of the Week, and then she calls my name out. So yeah, I got a Slimmer of the Week as well. So ridiculously chuffed. I've got a full bag here of goodies. So I'm over the moon. I've got my 2 little shinies that I'm going to stick, but I don't know where I'm sticking them yet. And then we've also been given a little Christmas bauble, and on the back of it there it just says my Christmas wish is, if it focuses. And basically what you do is you just write on there what you really hope to happen by Christmas. Or I don't know, you've got a certain dress you want to fit in, or you've got a certain weight you want to be, or a party to go to, whatever your Christmas wish is, you write it on that, stick it on your fridge, and then it's a little goal for you to go towards. But yeah, really happy with the Slimmer of the Week bag as well this week. I've got all sorts of things, you know. The idea is that you put something in there that's either free, speed, or extremely low in sins. And I've got all sorts, you know. I've got stuff like eggs, Lancashire Farm eggs. I think someone's grown them. You don't grow eggs, you absolute tool, Andrea. I hope someone else hasn't laid them either. I think someone has their own hens and has got them from their own hens. But yeah, I've got all sorts. I've got like a bag of onions. I've got those eggs. Someone's packed some tomatoes. What else have we got? I've got a bag of apple and plums. I've got a very precarious looking garlic bulb, and the lady said, oh, don't panic that it's a bit dirty, but we grow our own. So again, locally sourced. It's not travelled far. I've got a passata with basil, so that should be nice and free. Obviously all the stuff that I've shown you are either free or speed so far. And then I've also got a tin of garden peas, which will be free, so that's good. I've got a random apple, which is speed, and it's good because I'm into my apples at the moment. And then I've also got a tin of tuna chunks, and that is in spring water, so that's free in protein. Some spaghetti, which is free. Oh, what are these? I didn't notice these. Oh, I've got 2 little sleepy teas. I do not need any help when it comes to bedtime. None at all. I think, genuinely, I must have been a sloth in a past life, because you could send me to bed now after I've had a full 8 hours and I will still go to sleep. If sleeping was an Olympic sport, genuinely, I would win gold every time, guaranteed. So, but I do love my tea, so I'm looking forward to trying those. And then I've got this. I don't know what on earth this is. Made in China. It looks a bit like a little spatula thing. It's quite flexible, so I don't know if it's something that you use to scrape or is it something that you use to chop. The lady that put it in the basket wasn't there, so I don't know what that is. If you know what it is, please comment below, let me know. I ain't got the foggiest, but yeah. So I got that, and then I got some of these Cherry Bakewell Skinny Dreams. Never tried those before. Absolutely love Cherry Bakewell, so hopefully they're nice. Less than 99 calories. Let's have a look. So they're 88 calories per bar. So you're probably looking at like 4.5 sins for each one of them. And then this, which was in the box, cup of soup, Thai sweet potato and carrot. I would have thought they will carry sins with them. They're 83 calories, so again you're looking at 4.5 sins, depending how Slimming will tweak it. If you do the 20 calories to 1 sin rule, then it is 4 sins, but I do know that depending what other ingredients are in there, Slimming World might add another couple of sins to it, if you know it's like high in sugar, high in fat, or high in salt. So that's all the food stuffs. And then the non-food items is a couple of nail varnishes, which I thought was very different. So a 60-second super shine, a nice little silvery one, and then a orangey pinky one. Unfortunately, I can't wear nail varnish with work, so they'll go to my daughter because I'm not allowed with my job. And so Alyssa will be very happy that I won those. She's 12. She absolutely loves wearing any variety of nail varnish. She's a proper girly girl, unlike Alana, who's very tomboy-y. And then the last one, which I can use, is some of this body wash, Loving Bloom. Let's have a little sniff. This is where I get it all over me and you guys laugh. Oh my God, I can't even open it. Oh, there we go. I was opening it up the wrong way. So yeah, that smells lovely. So yeah, incredibly happy with that. So always worth putting something in the basket. I got back what I put in. I put in a bunch of pears, and so I've got my own pears back, which is happy days. I don't have to buy any more pears now this week. So yeah, really, really good week back at Slimming World. Absolutely loving it. There is nothing at all this week to get in my way with the plan. At work on Wednesday, and I think I've got a training course as well this week, so that's just bog standard. I always take my meals to work with me so that again I'm not tempted. I try and stay away from all the chalky snacks because, you know, us midwives, we've always got some kind of treat on the table. Something is always kicking about, be it crisp chocolates, cakes. It's never healthy. It's never healthy. So I just avoid it. I just say no. I just avoid it, and then, you know, like I'll have like a punnet of grapes or something like that I'll snack on, or strawberries or something, so that again I don't feel like I'm missing out. But quite frankly, I'm too bloody busy at work that you don't really get much chance to sit down and eat. We barely get a break, let alone to be sat there eating all day. So yeah, and then other than that, we've not really got much else on. I can't think of anything off at the top of my head, but obviously I'll let you know. I am gonna put on some pictures of how I look now. I've not taken them yet, so I'm kicking myself that I've not done them already, because again, I meant to do them already in the past. But what I'll do is when Alyssa gets home from school tonight, I'll get her to take some pictures of me and I'll put them in at some point, and we can see like a comparison of how I was, how I've started. Basically, I know half a stone in, but how I've started. I've got nearly 6 stone to lose, so I don't think it's going to be a dramatic difference losing half a stone versus when I get to Target and I'm like 6 stone down, and then you can see the difference. I don't think you'll see much of a difference, but my aim is that every stone bracket I'm going to take another pictures and comparison. No. Compare. Oh my God. I need another cup of coffee. Yeah. Every stone bracket I go down, I'm going to compare. So I know these ones are half a stone in. Just imagine an extra chin or something on those pictures that you're about to see. And then, yeah, every stone I'll take some more pictures. I have, however, done my measurements. I did them at the very beginning because that was easier. I think I was measuring my husband for something. I can't remember what it was, and I had the tape measure out, and I just was like, right, measure me, and then I did write them down. So I'll share those as well. I'll pop them up all on screen as well while I show you my pictures, and I'll hopefully be showing you them now while I'm rambling on. And then, yeah, hopefully we'll see a difference in how I'm changing as things are going on. So my plan is that I'm going to film all my food this week. I don't know how I'm going to present it yet, so bear with me, whether I'm just going to do a week-long vlog or I'm just going to show you next weigh-in. So just bear with me. But yeah, that's it for this week. Very, very happy. 7.5 pounds down. What is it? So 7.5 pounds down. Let's just round it up. 5.5 stone to go. Yay. 5.5 stone. I can't look at it like that. I was saying to one of the girls in group today that, you know, like, because there's a couple of girls that are in group that have done absolutely amazing and are literally pounds, like £3 away, £6 away. They're so close. One of the women, she is 1.5 pounds away to her target. Like, she's that close. You can touch it, you can sniff it, you can smell it, you can just, oh, if you stick your tongue out far enough, you'll be able to lick it. You're that close to getting to Target. And I can't wait until I'm in that boat where I am so close to Target. And even, I'm not even thinking where I'm like pounds close to it. I'm thinking like, I can't wait until I've got that last stone to go. I just cannot wait. So I'm just going to enjoy the journey as much as possible and just be excited for the future. I'm giving myself the full year. I know I've already said it, but for anyone that missed last week's vlog, I'm giving myself a full year. On average, I want to lose 1.5 pounds a week on average. Some weeks I'll lose more, some weeks I'll lose less, some weeks I'll maintain, some weeks, fingers crossed it doesn't happen, or happen a lot, or happen much, but some weeks I'll unfortunately gain. It's just life. That's the way it is. Things will get in the way. Life will trip me up, and I'll probably trip myself up along the way as well. So yeah, that is my goal. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling because we're a good nearly 35 minutes into the vlog, and I've done the opposite of what I said I'm going to do, which is keep it short and sweet. So anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I will catch you all next week, but hopefully sooner, because I've yet to go shopping, so I'm hoping to throw a shopping vlog, my shopping haul out there, and plus what we're planning on eating for the week. So yeah, stick with me guys, and I will see you when I see you. So take care. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.